All right, well, I want to welcome you to this short presentation where we're going to talk about how to get leads. Maybe you're a realtor out there. Hopefully, you're a realtor out there. You're looking for leads. And this is probably the main thing on people's minds right now. You know, it's one thing to run your business like a business, have your business plan and all that, but how do you actually get leads so you can fill up your pipeline, so you can get sales to pay for all this other stuff, your bills, your business, and that's what we're going to talk about in the next half hour. So if that is what you're interested in, that's what we're going to talk about. My name is Nate Short. For those of you who don't know me, my company is called Run Your Business Like a Business, and I've been a certified high performance coach for the last 4 years, and I coach realtors on this very topic all the way through from business planning, how to run their businesses, how to run their lives. And this is a topic that comes up a lot. And so I thought I would do this free informational session to just give you a new perspective on generating leads. So what I'm going to do is just go over to my slides here, and hopefully you can see this on the screen. And yeah, so we're going to, this presentation, how to get leads now. And this next 30 minutes, what we're going to be doing is really going through the 7 steps for creating effective lead magnets. This is, one of the biggest challenges. A lot of people, of course, are used to working their sphere, calling the people that they know, maybe sending them an email newsletter, sending them postcards, things like that to generate leads. And in this presentation, I want to give you a different perspective, because I think a lot of people, they just send out stuff. Maybe it's a listing, like a just listed postcard, or maybe it's something about a testimonial or something that they sold, and all of that's great, but it's not really effective in generating leads. And people oftentimes will spend a bunch of money on marketing and then not actually be able to get those leads, and they get frustrated and then they abandon their strategies. And so I thought this was a really cool way to look at lead magnets, and a way to build a database of new leads. And of course, there's classes you can take where you spend hours and hours detailing all this out, but we only have a few minutes. So I wanted to talk about the first thing, and that is really, what is a lead anyway? Is it somebody that's on your database, that actually wants to buy right now or sell right now? Actually, we think about leads as much broader than it. It's basically anybody who, you're putting out information, you're putting out value, you're offering a product or a service, and it's somebody that's engaging with you. That's how we define a lead. They may not have the need to, say, buy or sell right at that moment, but of course, at some point, if they're interested and they're consuming your information, they probably will want to transact. And we know in real estate that only 1 in 10 people are essentially a person who moves every 10 years, essentially. So 1 in 10 of people that own your homes are actually going to move this year, and they don't have the need to buy or sell. And then the question becomes, okay, well, how do you cultivate those relationships? How do you develop those deep relationships so you can win trust, so you can eventually get that sale? And a lot of people, know 7, 8, 9 realtors. And how do you elevate yourself to the top of that list? That becomes the big question. This is really challenging right now because we have a lot fewer people that are actually selling. The interest rates are really low. A lot of people are locked into low interest rates, so that's one of the reasons we have such a low inventory. And it's frustrating because our transactions in many of the markets out there are down to where they were in 2013 levels, but the growth of their areas has grown quite a bit. And so they're wondering, where's the business and how can I keep sustaining my business? And so hopefully these 7 steps will give you something to think about as you move through the next several months. So the first step, just to get right to the meat of the information, is we want to figure out the problem that you want to solve. And a lot of times in real estate, we're thinking, oh, well, I solve people who want to buy or sell houses. Actually, we're trying to get a lot more narrow than that, because most people, they don't have that need. So then they're not looking at your postcards, they're not attending your webinar or coming to the event that you've scheduled. They just don't have the need. It's not that they don't like you or have some interest maybe down the road, but they just don't have that need right now. And so we want to create marketing that solves a problem. And I think you really have to think about what is the problem that I could solve that most people would be really interested in right now. And it's something to really think about and ponder. So, what do homeowners want to know right now, and narrow the problem down? That's our first step in creating marketing. So, whether we're putting out, say, a postcard, or we're doing an online event like this, or we are sending a newsletter, or we're meeting with somebody face to face, we want to meet them with, right at where they're at. So what are some areas that most people are interested in right now? One is maybe maintaining their home. I mean, it's fall, we're going into winter, right? So they want to know, how do I maintain my house so that I can help, maintain its value, but I don't, get it damaged or have higher expenses later on. And why would that be important to me? That might be one thing. So maybe they are, needing a cleaner or a landscaper or a vendor of some sort. So again, having a private list that you could give out of vetted vendors might be something of value that would be solving a problem for them, because a lot of times, it's hard to find good contractors. It's hard to find good people, and we know that. And so that would be a potential problem that you could solve for people that are in your database. So I don't know what it is for you, but just think about the problem that you want to solve and make sure that it's not too broad, like buying or selling homes, that it's actually more narrow than that. So that would be the first step. Second step is we want to figure out how you want to solve that. And we basically have three different ways that we can solve that. We can, reveal the problem to them and then just offer them a solution. Maybe we can offer them, say, a free trial in some way, or we can offer them free information like, hey, get my free list of, on my 10 steps to sell a home, get my checklist of how to prepare your house for the market for free, or something like that. So you want to think about how you're going to solve the problem that you've put out there. One of the things I think is really that I'm doing in my business, we have a lot of older generation people out there that these are baby boomers that are moving into that last phase of their life, and they have a lot of things on their mind, like, should I sell my house, and how do I transition my estate, and should I be fixing up my home to sell? It may be a tear down, and they might be wasting a bunch of money. What are my tax implications? Things like that. And so, those are real life problems. The families are all stressed out too about, like, how do I transition my parents? And so if you think about that first step of what the problem is that you're solving, and then narrowing that down to a subset of the overall problem, that's the key. You want to get that out there, get that in front of them, and then you want to figure out how you actually can solve that problem. The third step is figuring out how you're going to deliver it. So there's a couple different ways, software you can deliver. So for example, I keep my vendor list, my vetted vendor list, on a landing page, and I only send it out to people that are, that I want to, and so that's a great lead generator. And I ask them also if they want to pass that on, they can do that, but that person has to put in their information to get access to the landing page. And so that's a way that I use software as a lead magnet. Also doing, LinkedIn live events or educational events like this. I mean, this is a piece of software. We're figuring out, like, okay, we've identified a problem, how to get leads, and we are, figuring out how we're going to deliver it. And that's what's great about this is we're able to deliver it right here, through the technology. So it could be a form of software, information, services, physical products, things like that. I'd written down some notes here, so I'm going to keep going back to that. Think about this, if you think about what a drug dealer does, a drug dealer will usually give somebody a drug, right, to get them hooked, but they're giving to them for free. And that's what we're trying to do in marketing, or in this type of lead generation, is we're giving them a really great piece of value for free that is useful, and then we're trying to get them into our flow so that we can get them into our marketing marketing strategy, and then continually drip on them so that when they do have the need, they think of us. So just think of it that way. So that's step 3. Step 4, this is something that a lot of people don't think about, is we continually have to be testing. And I think a lot of people, they'll put out postcards, they'll do some messaging, hey, just listed, there's no call to action, but they also are not really testing the call to actions. Maybe it's a $10 open house, or maybe it's, watch the case study on how we prepared this home for market or something like that. You've got to test out the names and the marketing. Marketing is all about testing, trial and error, and then measuring. And this is something that we do a lot in coaching. Is we're not only setting goals, but we're continually testing to see what's working, what's resonating with people, and then we're measuring. And that's a huge piece of marketing. So test what to name it. Test your headline or your message. And again, that could be through postcards. It could be just as you set intention for your face-to-face meetings, trying different ways or different ways to hook people in and get them interested in what you're talking about. So that's a huge piece. So step 5 is we want to make it really easy for our clients to consume. So in the case of my vendor list, they're just texted a landing page, right? And then they put in their information, and they can then forward that on to other people, but they always have to put in their information. But it's super easy because they're just getting it on their phone. So we're making it really easy to consume. And again, you can do that through, if you're putting out, say you're going to do an event or something like that, you have this hook that you're going to solve. You're going to talk specifically about this particular problem that you're solving, maybe how to transition your elder family members into the next phase of their life. You're inviting them to the event. You're making it super easy for them to register, and then getting them in there, and then getting them into your funnel and your flow. But that making it easy to consume, super important. And then our step 6, of course, is to make it really good, make it super valuable. Going back to that drug dealer, you're not just going to give them small piece of, a small drug that's not going to be effective with them, or that's really cheap. You want to give them something that they're really going to enjoy, and then you're going to get them hooked onto the next thing where they're actually going to pay you. So give away the secrets, sell the implementation. That's kind of the step, is you're giving away information that's super valuable, or a product or whatever it is that you're giving away, and then you're getting them hooked into wanting more, and that's super important. And then step 7 is make it really easy for them to tell you that they want more, and have some kind of a call to action that's simple. And think about scarcity, think about urgency. Like, how can you create a sense of urgency to get them, into your system so that you can get some kind of a sale there. So that is a really key thing. And so that really is the 7 steps. I know I've gone over this very quickly, but think about this. It gives you a little bit different, approach or perspective on marketing. Not just, hey, send out a automated email, send out, have your website up and going, do your social media posts and things like that. As you're doing social media posts, as you're sending out postcards, as you're talking to people, try to have something specific that you're really solving a problem, and then going through this process. And I think it will really benefit you. And I think you'll be surprised over just how effective it is in generating leads. And then, bring that growth mindset to your marketing. And, we've tested this out with literally hundreds of real estate agents, and have been able to dramatically increase their results. The average person that is coaching with us is about 35% above the industry norm. And that's where, coaching is such a great thing, that it really works. We know that that the accountability and having good information and good education and motivation, inspiration in front of you all the time is the key to being successful or not. So I want to thank you for watching this LinkedIn Live. I didn't go very long. I know it was only 15, 20 minutes here or so, but hopefully it's given you some things to think about. And if you're interested in coaching, I'm a certified high performance coach. That means that I was trained and I'm certified under Brendan Burchard, who just got named the top, uh, essentially life coach, personal development coach in the world. He's also the founder of Growth Day. If you've heard of that app, that's an amazing app. And we have a bunch of tools where we really help people set the goals, set their intentions, have the quarterly rocks, have your Friday finishers, have the annual goals, your 3-year target where you're trying to hit. I mean, we go through a whole process, and it's business planning season right now, and that's what a lot of what we're doing is help people create the roadmap so they can execute not only in this fourth quarter to achieve their Q4 rocks, but also to set themselves up for 2024. So I think I would just encourage you to get, if you're interested in really taking your business to that next level, if it's coaching with us or coaching with somebody else, just really dialing that in and getting somebody that can really help you, hold you accountable, and give you the information that you need and the inspiration to be successful. So I want to thank you again for watching this video. And I guess if you are thinking, okay, well, Nate, I thought I was going to come here and get something very, very specific that I can do over the next several weeks to get business. What we've found is the real key for us that make it real simple is helping people with their valuations. And that's through solicited and unsolicited competitive market analysis. So we're giving them a valuation of their home. So again, not asking them, hey, do you want to buy or sell? But we're giving them a valuation to help them make decisions financially of what they want to do. And then that is a great lead magnet for us and how we use that. So if you use this 7-step process and with the lens of CMAs and how you can outreach to your database and people in your community, that can be very, very powerful. And we do courses on CMAs as well. So if you're interested in learning how to put together CMAs, look for that in the future. I want to thank you again for watching this video, this LinkedIn Live event, and hopefully we will see you soon. And if you're interested again in coaching, just click the link in the Run Your Business Like a Business contact page. It'll take you to our coaching page where you can apply and fill out a job form and just get a session to understand if coaching would be the right fit for you. Thanks again. We'll see you soon.